Hello friends, welcome to the class of Transportation Engineering. We will be continuing with the topic that we were discussing in the previous lecture, that is the traffic engineering. What we discussed was mainly the three main or the three basic parameters of traffic engineering. That is, the three parameters of traffic engineering are traffic volume that is denoted by small q, and the unit of is number of vehicles. It is measured as number of vehicles per unit time. Okay, so the most general unit is number of vehicles per hour, or it is at times per day. Okay, second parameter was traffic capacity. Traffic capacity, that is, sorry, not traffic capacity, traffic density, and it is given as, it is denoted by k, symbol k. Okay, the unit is number of vehicles per kilometer. Okay, number of vehicles per kilometer. And the third one is the speed. Okay, speed, the unit of speed is kilometer per hour, you say, per, that is the distance per unit time. And the relationship between these three we discussed, and the relationship is given as q equal to kv, where k has got units equal to vehicles per kilometer into velocity is kilometers per unit time, that is kilometer per hour. Kilometer gets cancelled, and that is equal to vehicle per hour. So q is the traffic volume that is given in vehicles per hour. So here, look at this number of vehicles per hour, and so it is consistent with the units. Okay, so this was a small recap of what we studied, the important points, and now we will move on to the next uh, topic, or the next concept, that is the capacity or the maximum traffic volume or the maximum traffic flow. Okay, capacity or the maximum traffic volume or the maximum traffic flow, and it is given as, the symbol for this is capital C, or since it is maximum traffic flow or the maximum traffic volume, Q max. Q is the traffic volume, and since it is maximum, in suffix we write max. So we all know that Q is given as, Q is equal to K into V. Okay, where K is the traffic density and V is the velocity in meters per second. So in order to have the value of Q as maximum, so the value of Q as maximum, that is also called C, capital C. So Q max equal to K, that is the traffic density. We will discuss about this later. What can be the maximum value of K? We will discuss it later. Okay. But what we want, that K value should be maximum, as well as the small v value should be also maximum. Okay. So K max we will discuss later, what can be the maximum K max value. But about the maximum V max value, it is the ultimate limit is equal to the design speed. It is equal to the design speed on the road, on highway or on road. Okay. So V max equal to design speed, we will say. So now we wish to put in the K max value, that is the maximum density, which is the jam density. So K max is the maximum density, which is the jam density. Okay, which is the jam density. So in the previous lecture, in the very end, we discussed that the space headway S equal to 1000 upon K. Okay, and that will have units of meters per vehicle. So understand that it is just opposite of the density. Density is vehicle per meter or vehicles, number of vehicles per kilometer. But what here we are discussing is the distance between the two successive vehicles. Okay. So this S, what it gives is the distance between the two successive vehicles it was actually supposed to be 1 by k, 1 by k, but later on we multiplied it by 1000 to convert the distance into meters. It was in kilometers per vehicle, but we converted it into meters per vehicle. Okay, so the space headway is s equal to 1000 by k and k equal to 1000 by s. Okay, so what we will do that here, so the unit becomes vehicles per meter. Now put in this value here in this formula. Okay, so in place of k max we wish to put in the k max value. Okay, so 1000 by s, which may or may not be the maximum value. Okay, so the formula for maximum traffic volume or the maximum traffic flow or the capacity becomes c equal to 1000 upon s into v. Okay, that where v is the design speed and s is the minimum space between two successive vehicles. Okay, or the distance headway. Okay, so the q max equal to c equal to v into 1000, or I'll say 1000 v upon s. This is the formula that you should remember. Okay, so the s value is the distance between the two successive vehicles. So for Qmax, it should be the minimum distance between the two successive vehicles. So this is the road, guys. Okay, suppose this is the road and there are two vehicles like this. Vehicle number one, and there is another vehicle over here like this. Okay, so the center of this vehicle and again center of this. Okay, so the distance between these two is equal to SEP SSD. SEP SSD. Okay, and L is the length of each of the vehicles. Length of each of the vehicles, or usually the length of rigid wheelbase. Okay, and S is equal to, and this is the S distance. Okay, so equal to S is equal to SAFE SSD plus small l, where small l, you know what is SAFE SSD, it varies from situation to situation, and where, please write down, where small l equal to length of vehicle or the length of rigid wheelbase, which is equal to 6.1 meters as per IRC. Okay, so the basic theoretical or the ideal capacity that will vary, and based on this value, okay, value of the S, okay, based on this value of S, there are two types of capacities. The first one is the basic theoretical or the ideal capacity, and the second one is the practical capacity or the design capacity based on the value of SSD that we are going to input in this formula. Okay, based on the value of SSD, value of the safe SSD that we are going to input in this formula. Okay, so safe, first we will discuss the basic theoretical or the ideal capacity. So the safe SSD, equal to Vt plus V square upon 2GL. Okay, so for the ideal case, okay, ideal case, F is equal to infinity, since for perfect stopping f equal to infinity, and and t is the reaction time of the ideal driver, reaction time of the ideal driver, okay, and which is equal to 0.7 second. So t equal to 0.7 second. Okay, the ideal driver's ideal reaction time is 0.7 second. So safe SSD becomes equal to 0.7 into small v plus 0, put f equal to infinity and this value zeros down. Okay, so is equal to 0, but practically attaining this is not at all possible. Please write down that practically attaining this is not possible. Attaining the theoretical capacity, or instead of say that you say that attaining this, that means stands for this SSD, okay, this value is not possible. This is not possible. Okay, so we will now discuss that what happens in the practical capacity or the design capacity, or only it is called the capacity. Okay, so practically, so we will discuss the type 2 of the capacity, that is the practical capacity, also called the, also it is the design capacity or simply capacity. Okay, simply capacity. Okay, so practically what happens is that safe SSD is given as safe SSD is equal to Vt plus V square upon 2GF for any road, okay, and for single length two-way road, for exception is safe for single length and two-way road. This is the exception. Safe SSD is equal to twice of SSD, that is equal to ISD, the intermediate side distance, okay, which is equal to twice of Vt plus V square upon 2GF. Okay, so for single lane two-way road, it is the most critical road. Please write down. Therefore, single lane and two-way road is the most critical road. Okay, so in this case, what happens that the t value that we put practically as per IRC, where small t is equal to 2.5 seconds as per IRC, that is the reaction time of an average driver, okay, that is 2.5, and f is equal to 0.35 to 0.40, that is coefficient of longitudinal friction. Okay, so these are practically the values that we obtain, and that is not quite, but it is much higher compared to the theoretical value. So we will have quick recap of capacity or the maximum traffic volume or the maximum traffic flow. Okay, so we started with the discussion. Okay, we started from here. So we know that this formula, that Q equal to KV, please listen to me carefully guys, it will be very much helpful to you. I am giving you the recap. We started from here where Q equal to KV. For Qmax, that is the maximum traffic volume or the maximum traffic flow, Qmax should be equal to Kmax into Vmax. But Vmax is always the design speed, that is why it becomes a constant. It becomes a constant that is equal to the design speed. Okay, so that we don't have any option of changing the Vmax, and it becomes a constant that is the design speed, which is the maximum allowable speed on the road. Okay, so what can be the variable is the Kmax. So we know that the space headway is given as S equal to 1000 divided by k. Okay, 1000 divided by k, that is the space headway gives the distance between the two successive vehicles, and since it is multiplied by 1000, that is in meters. Okay, it is the space between the two successive vehicles is given in meters. Okay, so the k equal to, taking this k here, so 1000 by s, that is vehicles, number of vehicles per meter. So the number of vehicles per meter, and now what we want to do, that we want to put it in place of k. We want to put this k in place of k max over here. Okay, it may or may not be k max. Okay, so we will just put the value of k over there. So c becomes 1000 by s. Okay, k will be replaced by 1000 by s into the v value. Okay, so q max equal to c equal to 1000 v by s. Okay, that is the number of vehicles per hour. So the formula is q max equal to c equal to 1000 p by s, and you should remember this formula, you should keep it in mind. Okay, so now let us discuss what is the s value. So suppose this is a road and there are two vehicles moving like this. Okay, so the s is the distance between the two successive vehicles. Okay, so that distance will be the distance between the two successive vehicles is equal to the safe ssd, and center to center distance we are considering, that is why we take this L by 2 plus this L by 2, that is S is equal to SSD plus small l. Okay, so since twice of L by 2, it becomes the small l. Okay, so based on the safe SSD value that we are going to put, there are two types of capacities. Okay, so the first type is the basic capacity or the theoretical capacity, and the second is the practical capacity or the design capacity, or it is also called simply capacity. Okay, so here what we do is we put in the value that for ideally, okay, theoretically or ideally, the reaction time of the ideal driver is very less, that is equal to zero point 0.7 seconds. Okay, so that's why we put the value 0.7 here, and the f value we put as infinity, because theoretically or ideally there should be perfect stopping. So this value this complete terms becomes 0, and that is the reason we are left with 0.7 into small v. Okay, that is equal to the safe ssd. Okay, so practically, so the ssd equal to 0.7 v, you just put this value in place of uh, this, in this formula here. You put this as a safe ssd value over here and plus l. Okay, so practically attaining this ssd, the ideal ssd, is not possible. So we will now discuss the practical capacity or the design capacity. So the practical capacity, design capacity or the capacity, that is given as safe SSD, which is equal to Vt plus V square upon 2Gf for any type of road except for the single lane two-way road, which is the most critical road. Okay, in this case the safe SSD is given by twice of SSD, which is equal to ISD, or it is given as, which is equal to 2 into Vt plus V square upon 2Gf. Okay, so where t equal to 2.5 seconds for the average driver as per IRC, it is the reaction time, and f equal to 0.35 to 0.40, the coefficient of longitudinal friction as per IRC for the normal road condition. So let us now take up practice questions, okay, based on these concepts. So the first question is that single lane unidirectional highway has design speed of 65 kilometers per hour. So it is single lane unidirectional highway having design speed of 65 kilometers per hour. Okay. The perception brake reaction time of driver is, so the reaction time of driver is 2.5 seconds, and average length of vehicles is 5 meters, that is the length of rigid wheelbase. The coefficient of longitudinal friction of pavement is small f equal to 0.4. The capacity of this road in terms of vehicles per hour per lane is, so q max equal to c equal to what? So we have got formula, that is q max or c equal to 1000 v by s, where s equal to ssd plus length of rigid wheelbase. Okay, so in this case In this case, we need to calculate the SSD. So SSD is given by Vt plus V square upon Gf. So here it is small v in the formula of SSD. So we need to convert this V, capital V, into small v. So small v equal to capital V, that is 65 into 5 by 18, and the answer comes out to be 18.05 square, sorry, 18.505 meters per second. Okay, so the Vt is 18.05 into 2.5 plus V square is 18.05 square upon G is 9.81 into small f is 0.4. So the SSD is, if you calculate, you will get the answer 86.64 meters. Okay, so the S distance value of S equal to 86.64 plus the small l, that is 5, which stands for 91.64 meters. Okay, so Q max equal to C equal to 1000 into, here it is capital V. Okay, that is you have to substitute in kilometers per hour, and when it will be multiplied by this 1000, it will become meters per hour, and the S you substitute in meters. So the overall unit is meters per hour upon meter, which stands for per hour. Okay, so the number of vehicles per hour is the unit of Q max, which is equal to, which is the unit of traffic volume, and which is absolutely right. So 1000 into the capital V value is 65, okay, upon S is 91.64, which stands for 709 point something vehicles per hour. Okay, so 709 vehicles per hour is the Q max, that is the capacity of this road in terms of vehicles per hour per lane. Okay guys, so this is the way we are done with this question, and let us move on to next question, that is theoretical capacity of a traffic lane in vehicle per hour per line, vehicle per hour per lane, should be per lane. Okay, with one-way traffic flow at the stream speed of 40 km per hour, V equal to 40 kilometers per hour. The average length of the vehicles is 5 meters. So what's the theoretical capacity? So again, capacity is given as 1000 into capital V by S. So here we have the capital V value ready with us. So S is equal to plus SSD plus small l. So SSD is equal to, for theoretical capacity, SSD equal to 0.7 into small v. So the small v value we need to calculate, that is equal to 40 into meter into 40 into 5 by 18. So 40 into 5 by 18 equal to 40 into 5 by 18 equal to 11.11 meters per second. 11.11 meters per second. Okay, so SSD will be equal to 0.7 into 11.11, which stands for 7.777. Okay, 7.777 meters. So the S value here will be S equal to 7.77 plus L, the small l value equal to 5, that is equal to 7 plus 5 is 12.77 meters. Okay, so the capacity, theoretical capacity becomes 1000 into 40 upon 12.77, which gives 3130 vehicles per hour. Okay, so this is the answer and this is the theoretical capacity. So let's move on to the next question, that is, on a highway, if velocity of moving vehicle on the lane is 40 km per hour. Okay, on a highway, if velocity of a moving vehicle on a lane is 40 kilometers per hour. Okay, stopping side distance is 20 meters. So SSD is equal to 20 meters. The length of rigid wheel base, that is small l, equal to 6 meters. Then the flow of traffic is, that is Q, equal to what? So we can use formula Q equal to 1000 capital V by S. So capital V is available with us now, and S equal to SSD plus small l. So SSD is 20 meters and small l is 6, that is 26 meters. Okay, so the Q value will be equal to 1000 into 40 upon the S value is 26, which stands for, please calculate, it stands for 15.38, sorry, 1538 vehicles per hour. Okay, 1538 vehicles per hour. Okay, so this way, so guys, the questions are really simple on this concept, and you should do it really well before going for exam so that you can attempt all such questions. Okay, going for the next question, a standard deviation of the spot speed of vehicles in a highway is 8.8 kilometer per hour. Okay, standard deviation of spot speed cities. Okay, and the mean speed of the vehicles is 33 kilometer per hour. The coefficient of variation uh, in speed is, coefficient of variation in speed is, so this is GATE 2007 question. Okay, it is GATE 2007 question, and it is, I'll say, they are asking coefficient of variation is what. Okay, but I will say it is less question of transportation engineering and it is more question of probability. So as we know that coefficient of variation is given by standard deviation divided by v. Okay, so the standard deviation over here is 8.8 and upon mean is 33. Okay, will be equal to 0.266. Okay, so this is the thing, this is the coefficient of variation. Okay, so you know guys, what you can observe by, like, what lesson you learn from this is GATE is an interdisciplinary, it is, GATE is an interdisciplinary, so it is an interdisciplinary exam. So while asking the questions, they'll ask it in such a way that it is also a question of transportation engineering as well as a question of mathematics. It happens many times, especially as far as traffic engineering is concerned, that the mathematical questions are based on this, since theory of probability can be easily applied to traffic engineering. So when we will be taking up the previous year GATE questions, that time I'll show you various examples that how the questions are being set, so that the questions are common for maths as well as the transportation engineering. Okay. So let us now discuss the traffic stream models. There are three traffic stream models. The first one is Greenfield's model. It is also known as Greenfield's linear speed density model. Okay, Greenfield's linear speed density model. Okay, Greenfield's linear speed density model. Second one is Greenberg's log model, and third one is Underwood's exponential model. Out of these three, I'll ask you to study one in depth, okay? And the second and third one we will just discuss, and you should just keep the names in mind and the basic concept that has been involved in it. But you can expect question from model 1, okay? So what model 1 says is that it is linear speed density model, okay? So we have the relationship between q, k and v, that is q equal to k into v, okay? Q equal to k into v, so k will be given as q by v, okay? So we want to find out the relationship between speed and density. So this is the speed and this is the density, so k is directly proportional to 1 by v, okay? So this is the relationship. So what happens is that if you just plot this is x-axis and this is the y-axis, okay? So this is velocity v and this is the x-axis, that is the k, okay? So k is equal to 1 by v, so we get plot of this kind, and here will be v max, here it will be k max, okay? And every point on this envelope can be related like this. Point will have k comma v value, okay? So what happens here, k max is equal to where k max equal to maximum density or the jam density, okay? And v max is equal to maximum speed on road, or it is also a uh, design speed, because the maximum allowable speed is the design speed, the upper limit of design speed, or it is also called the free flow speed. The free flow speed, that means there is no obstruction to the speed, okay? And it is the maximum possible speed, okay? So the situation is of this kind, okay? What it states is whenever the density is maximum, that time the velocity is minimum, okay? For maximum density, velocity is minimum, and for maximum velocity, the density is maximum. Sorry, the density is minimum, okay? So how it goes about is, like, suppose this is the road, okay? This is the road, and okay, and there are vehicles of this kind, vehicles in line. So this is the case of jam density, okay? Jam density. Here you can see that vehicles are very much close to each other. That is, we are observing it in a stretch of 1 kilometer. The vehicles are very close to each other, and that is the k equal to k max, and velocity will be equal to 0, okay? So they have to stop on the road, and this happens in case of when vehicles are standing for signal, okay? Or in traffic jams, okay? There will be long queue of vehicles, okay? So in this case, so it is of this kind. So here k is the independent parameter, okay? K is the independent parameter, and then independent is v, and also v is also the independent parameter, and q is the most dependent parameter, okay? Greenshield has given few curves for this, okay? Greenshield gave few curves, okay, which relate q versus speed and q versus the density. Okay, so the curves are of this kind. On y-axis it is q, and on x-axis it is v. Again, second case, it is y-axis it is q, and on x-axis it is k. Okay, so here curve given is of this kind. Okay, so here v is equal to 0, v equal to v max, k equal to 0, k equal to k max. Okay, so what happens is that for q max, v value is v max by 2. Okay, again for q max at q max, the k value is k max by 2. Okay, so we have got the general relationship that q equal to kv. Therefore, for q max, it is k max by 2 into v max by 2. Okay, which stands for k max dot v max by 4. Okay, so where c or the q max is the maximum traffic volume or capacity of road according to this model. Okay, so where q max or c is the maximum traffic volume or capacity of road. Okay, or capacity of road. And this formula q max equal to k max into v max by 2, it is applicable only and only for, okay, it is only and only applicable for the Greenschild's model. Okay, it is applicable only and only for the Greenschild's model, and but for all other realistic situations, okay, whenever, please write it down. Okay, please write it down properly. Only in case of Greenschild's linear speed density model, the above formula is used. Okay, in case of regular calculation of capacity, the formula used is 1000 V by S. Okay, it is 1000 V by S. This will be used. Okay, and this model practically it is less feasible. Okay, it is just a model. So from the linear speed density model, you can establish a relationship, that is, here it is V and here it is K. Okay, so it will be like this. Here it is V max, here it is K max. Okay, so it is of this kind. And if you consider tan theta will be equal to V max upon K max. So here is the theta. Okay, that is V max over here upon K max, which will be equal to, suppose at this point it is V comma K point. Okay, so here it is V and here it is K. So tan theta will be equal to, if you consider this triangle, okay, this triangle, then this point will be equal to V upon k max minus k. Okay, v upon k max minus k. Okay, so if you consider this equation, then v equal to vm 1 minus k by km. Okay, this is one of the most important relationship that you should keep in your mind. So let us take up a question based on this. I'll just show you in what way questions are asked in the GATE examination based on this. Okay, so let us take up a question that was asked in GATE 2005 examination. Okay, it was a question asked in GATE 2005 examination. Okay, so the question was that on an urban road the free mean speed was measured as 70 km per hour. Okay, on an urban road the free mean speed was 70 kilometers per hour. Okay, and the average spacing between the vehicles under jam condition is 7 meters. So the average spacing for between the vehicles for jam condition is 7 meters. The speed flow density equation is given by the speed flow density equation is given by it is given here that u equal to usf in bracket 1 minus k upon kj, and they have given explanation for each of the term where u is the space mean speed, usf is the free mean speed, k is the density, and kj is the jam density. Okay, so thing is that this and this equation is exactly the same, that you should understand. Okay, you should understand that these two are exactly the same equations. Okay, so the question asked is maximum flow per lane for this condition is equal to. Okay, the question is maximum flow, that is q max is equal to what? Q max is equal to, so for q max we have formula we just studied, that is it is km by 2 into vm by 2, k max by 2 into v max by 2, and where k max is given by k max will be equal to k max will be equal to 1000 by s. Okay, so it is a simple relationship. Okay, so it is 1000 by the minimum spacing it is. Okay, so then only we can identify the k max. Okay, when we have got the minimum spacing. Okay, so which is equal to 142.85 vehicles. Okay, 142.85 vehicles. So or we can say that for one vehicle there is 7 gap of 7, then in 1000 there will be how many? Okay, then in 1000 there will be how many? So it is simple calculation that 1000 by 7 is equal to 142.82 vehicles per kilometer. Okay, so it is the maximum traffic density, it is k max value. Okay, and to calculate the v max it is given, it is equal to 70 kilometers per hour. Okay, so q max equal to v max by 2 into k max by 2, which is equal to 70 by 2 into 142.82 by 2, which gives answer equal to 2500 vehicles per hour is the maximum traffic volume or the maximum flow per lane. Okay, it is such a simple question. You just need to identify that this is the Greenfields model, and in Greenfields model, and you understand that it is a Greenfield model looking at this equation, and you know that in Greenfield model this is the relationship for q max. Okay, otherwise if it was a regular case, then the relationship is this one, q max equal to 1000 v by s. Okay, so I hope you understood what kind of questions are asked, and there are questions asked based on this formula. Okay, this formula, but this formula is not given to you that time. They will give you all the values. Okay, they will give you all the values. They will give you this value, they will give you k, they will give you maximum jump density, and they will ask you the velocity over here. But if you know this concept of this graph, what this linear speed density model. You know this very well, and if you are able to plot this graph, then you will be easily in position to find out the v value. Okay guys. Okay, so let us move ahead and let us discuss few more questions on the linear speed density model. So the next question is a linear relationship observed between speed and density on a certain section of a highway. Okay, so it is made clear that linear relationship observed is observed on speed and density between speed and density. The free flow speed is observed to be 80 kilometers per hour. So in this place, V max is equal to 80 kilometer per hour, that is the free flow speed, and jam density is estimated as 100 vehicles per kilometer length. So K max, okay, is equal to 100 vehicles per kilometer. Okay, so based on this information, this relationship, the maximum flow expected on this section, so they are asking what will be the Q max value and the speed at which the maximum flow will respectively be. So we have got a very straightforward formula that Q max for linear speed density relationship for this kind of model. Q max equal to V max by 2 into K max by 2. So 80 by 2 into K is 100 by 2, which is equal to 40 into 50, which is equal to 2000 vehicles per kilometer is the maximum flow expected on this section. Okay, so please write up therefore maximum expected flow. Okay, so guys, the next question is asked is at what speed maximum flow will be. Okay, so the speed at which it occurs is Vm by 2, which is equal to 80 by 2, which is equal to 40 kilometers per hour. And at what density is asked, then it is at Km by 2 is equal to 100 by 2 equal to 50 vehicles per kilometer. Okay, it occurs at these two particular things. Okay, so let's move ahead on to the next question. So the next question is, in a linear speed density model, free flow speed is 50 kilometers per hour. So free flow speed is 50 kilometers per hour, and the jam density, again K max, is equal to 70 vehicles per kilometer. At a particular section, it is observed that there are 20 vehicles on a lane. At a particular section, it is observed that there are 20 vehicles on a lane uh, in 1 kilometer length of road. So just a normal value of K is given. Okay, normal K value is given. Some K value, that is there are 20 vehicles per 1 kilometer, and average speed on the road is, so they are asking the V value is what. So from linear speed density relationship, we know that there is a formula for this, that V equal to Vm, which I have studied just now, 1 minus K by Km. Okay, so just substitute the values. 50 into 1 minus 20 by 70 is equal to 35.71 kilometers per hour. But guys, you know, I am not at all interested in remembering this formula. Okay, so what I do is I know the linear speed density relationship, which will be of this kind. Okay, which will be of this kind. V here, V is over here, and K, the density is over here. So there is model like this, there is relationship like this. So it is V max over here, and here it is K max, and there will be some point like this where we will be knowing the either V or the K value. So in this case K is given, the general K value is given. So here it is K equal to 20. Okay, it is 20 over here, and we want to find out what will be the V here at this place. So just do this tan theta thing. Okay, consider first this triangle, and tan theta will be equal to V upon the vertical upon the horizontal, that is km minus k equal to, for bigger triangle, now this bigger triangle, okay, now consider the, for the bigger triangle it will be Vm upon the Km, that is what I am calculating is tan theta for the smaller triangle, the shaded one, and for this bigger triangle which I am shading right now. Okay, so from this what we can obtain is small v, the capital V we are interested in, the maybe the average speed. So Vm was 15, Km value is 17, so into Km minus K, that is 70 minus 20, which is equal to, so please do some calculations. So that is 35.71 kilometers per hour. So thing is that what I want to say is that you need not remember this relationship like this. If you just remember the graph of linear speed density model, then you will be easily in position to solve such kind of questions. Okay guys, so let us move on to the next question. That is a two-lane road with one-way traffic. Okay, so I'll write down the data. That is a two-lane road with one-way traffic. Okay, has maximum capacity of Q max of 1700 vehicles per hour. Under the jam condition, the average length occupied by vehicles is, so each vehicle is occupying length equal to 5.5 meters. The speed versus density relationship is linear, so it is linear speed density model. And for a traffic volume of, so they are giving the traffic volume, that is Q equal to 1000 vehicles per hour. The density in kilometers for this, okay, for this the density in kilometers per vehicle is, so they are asking what will be the K value for Q equal to so and so. Okay, so the available relationship with us to obtain the K value, one thing that we can do is we can use the linear speed density model, where there is speed on x-axis, on y-axis, and the density on the x-axis. Okay, so there will be a term K max over here, and here there will be a term that is V max. Okay, and like this will be the relationship, the linear relationship. And there will be another value. Okay, if we know the another value of V and the another value of K, then we can find out the this K value is unknown, and to get K max, okay, to get K max, the maximum density, as soon as you read this statement, okay, under the jam condition, this statement that under the jam condition average length occupied by the vehicle is 5.5 meters, that means you are going to get over that there the K max value, the maximum density. Okay, maximum density over here. And how you are going to get this is, because the for 1 kilometer length, that is for 1000 meters, there will be how many vehicles? So it is kilometers, sorry, it is vehicles per kilometer, and the answer that you get is that for 1000 vehicles, there 1000 meters, there will be 181.81 vehicles per kilometer. Okay, So from this, what you get is the Kmax value that will be required used up over here. The K value we want to find out. Now we are left with the Vmax and the V values. Okay. So in order to get the Vmax, we can use a relationship that is Qmax equal to Vmax by 2 into Kmax by 2 in linear speed density model. So we are now aware of Kmax and Qmax in this formula, and we can obtain the Vmax. Okay, so please write down that Qmax is 1700 vehicles per kilometer. Vmax we want to find out, and the Kmax value is 181 kilometers vehicles per kilometer, and from here we obtain that Vmax is equal to 37.4 kilometers per hour. 37.4 kilometer per hour. Okay guys. Okay, so what now we have obtained is the Vmax value. So in order to get density corresponding to this volume, we have got a relationship that Q equal to kV. Okay, Q equal to kV, but in this case we have got now Q value. We need to find what K is, and we also need to find what the corresponding V value is. So here there is only one known and there are two unknowns. So what we will be doing is we will be taking help of the linear speed density model, in which and we will be finding out the relationship between K and V, and once we substitute it over here, then we will get an equation that will have only one unknown. Okay, so from this linear speed density model, just take tan theta over here. So tan theta equal to the Vmax, Vm, this Vm, the bigger one, by the Km, okay, which is equal to, again consider this triangle, which is V by Km minus K, okay. So we have got Vm value equal to 37.4, Km is also known to us, that is 181.81, which will be equal to, capital V is not known to us, and Km is again 181.81 minus K. Okay, so here there are two unknowns, but what we can do is we can establish the relationship between K and V, and so we have got two equations. This is equation number 2 and this is equation number 1, where like we can write it as 1000 equal to K into V, that is equation number 1, and this is equation number 2, and solving these two we will get the values of K and V. Okay guys, so what I'll ask you to do is that write this equation as V equal to 181.81 minus K into 37.4 by 181.81, okay, and substitute this in this equation number 1. So your equation number 1 now will be modified to, equation 1 will be now modified to 1000 equal to K into, in place of V you should write 181.81 minus K into 37.4 upon 181.81. Okay, now this is an equation, the final equation that you should solve to get the values of K, and you will get two values of K because one equation and there are two K's over here. So if you solve it, what you will obtain is K1 equal to 149.3 kilometers per, vehicles per kilometer, and K2 value that you will obtain is 32.57 vehicles per kilometer. Okay guys, so essentially what you get is that you had a curve like this. Okay, you had it this way, so there is Q and there is K over here. The relationship is like this. Okay, so for Qmax, for this Qmax, it is, and here you get the two values. It is 1000 is so not the Qmax, and you get K1 and the K2 values. Here you get K1 equal to 32.57 and K2 value that you have got is 149.3 vehicles per kilometer. So this was some previous GATE question. Okay, it was a question that was asked in the previous GATE exams. Okay, previous GATE question. Okay, and so guys, you see that the question was in two steps. That to using the data, like you have all the data, very simple data, but you need to use two equations, these relationships, that is Qmax equal to Vmax, this one you needed to use this equation, and you needed to use this equation that came from the linear speed density relationship. So in GATE, the 2 marks questions are usually of this kind. They are asked in two steps or the two phases, I'll say. Okay, so what we will do is we will in very brief discuss the Greenberg log model and the Underwood's exponential model. Okay, so I am writing over here. I hope you have understood this question. If you go back to home and review it again, if you go through it again, then you will be easily able to understand that which were the values uh, used in which places. Okay, so let us now discuss the Greenberg log model. That is Greenberg log model. We will discuss in very short because this the first model is the only important model from GATE point of view. In this, V and K have logarithmic variation. V and K have logarithmic variation. Okay, and Q max is given by V max into K max by E. Okay, V max by K max by E, which can be written as V max K max by 2.718. Okay, so please you need to remember this. It is very rarely asked, rare chance of asking, but just that you should know what is Greenberg log model. So in place of 2 in each of the places, it is replaced by E. Okay, and please note that QM in this model, QM value by this model is more than QM of Green Shield. Okay, Green Shield's model. Okay, okay. So let us now move on to discuss the Underwood's exponential model. The Underwood's exponential model. So let's write down Underwood's third model is Underwood's exponential model. So this is the outdated model, outdated model, the almost absolute model, that is almost absolute one. Okay, and Greenshield's model is the most accurate one and also easy for analysis. Please write down that Greenshield's model is the most accurate one and easy for analysis. Easy for analysis. Okay, guys. So what I'll suggest is to focus on the Greenshield's model, that is the traffic stream model, and that is the only important traffic stream model. So in this way we have completed the traffic stream models, guys, and afterwards after this, in the next lecture we will be moving on to the rotary islands. Okay, so that's enough for now, I guess. Thank you so much. See you in the next lecture.